Hi everybody, welcome to a little whiskey mystery. Well, you'll find out in a second. Good news? No. Bad news, good news. Bad news, we are not on our way to Scotland. I'm sure you can guess why. Things became slightly more unstable in the travel industry. And with my parents living in a retirement community, possibility of disruption, lockdowns, we decided we'll try again in March. Good news, more whiskey, of course. And we've decided to come back on Thursday with a special tasting, a special blind lineup. And how special? Well, put it this way. When we bought this bottle, I realized when I was putting it in the back of the car, that the bottle was worth more than the car. Now, we have a cheap car, but that's an expensive bottle because I looked up the car price on Kelley Blue Book and the car was worth about $2,200. So, does anyone recognize the box? Yeah, that is a Brora 1977, I think. A 38-year-old Brora. The Diageo special release. Bottled in 2016. So Brora has become a bit of a mythical distillery, has it not? What's the history? I'll probably get some facts wrong, but I'll try and get through a little bit of Brora history. Let's make this look nice. Where should we put it? Clynelish originally opened in 1819, I think it was, and produced various whiskey for blends and all purposes through the years until the 60s, where the demand really started to push up, and they decided what they really need is to build a better, faster Clynelish. And so across the street, they built Clynelish in my birth year, actually. It's a birth year distillery, 1967. And they ran the two distilleries, the Clynelish A, the original one, and Clynelish B alongside each other for about a year, I think, to make sure they were, producing the same whiskey for the blends, like Johnny Walker, things like that. And then they decided, we're good to go. But there was a problem on Islay with Colilla, which obviously produces the peated whiskey for these blends. And between 72, 73-ish, somewhere around there, Colilla was closed for a bit. And so they decided they'll go back to Clynelish A, ramp it up, and produce a heavily peated whiskey. But instead of calling it Clynelish A and B, they were officially told to call it something else, I think. And so it was called Brora. So the original Clynelish A resurrected as Brora and was put into action producing heavily peated whiskey. Well, I've read between 7 ppm up to 45 ppm, probably peaking in about that 1973 stage when they were replacing Colilla, which makes sense. Then after 73, I think they backed off a bit to a more lighter peated style. Anyway, this bottle is 77, was the distilling date. And, when things pull back, 1980s, by 83, the demand for whiskey was down and Brora was closed. And that's, well, of course, no, this year, with the big demand back again, Brora is now relaunched as a new distillery. Did I cover everything? I think I did. So, I thought, what could we compare with this bottle? Let's have a look at it. What have we got? Aged 38 years. Amazing. One of 2,839. No. Bottle number. Oh, I see. This is bottle number 2839 of 2984 bottles. So almost at the end of the bottling run. Anything else to see down here? Yes. We are at 48.6%. And of course, it's an American bottle. So we get that extra 50 mil. Good for us. So peated Kleinlich. What could I compare? I started thinking of the peated whiskies we could do a comparison with. And I thought, we have this 22-year-old Le Jague. 54% though. Maybe. What about Lagavulin? We have this 19-year-old. I was trying to find special bottles, of course. A 19-year-old Lagavulin. 53.8%. So a bit high ABV. And I thought, well, Lefroy, this is 48.9, so the ABV is better. But surely Lefroy 25, that peat level would be too much. But they're possibles, aren't they? Let me push them this way. Possibles. What about something like the Springbank, Highland Park's coming up. The Springbank single cask, 49.8. A little bit of peat, could be peaty enough, but the Springbank funk. So that got me going. So the Highland Park 30-year-old that we got from Cadenhead. Now, obviously, this is going to be extremely light peat. And it's just a hogshead. But maybe the ABV is a good match, 47.4. And 30 years old, I think that's a good one to try. How about Ardmore, 30-year-old? What's the ABV? 47.2. That's right. Good match on that as well. Highland Peat. Is that going to be a better match for the after 1973? Is that a competitor? Maybe. So I'm sort of going more that way. And then, courtesy of Jerry Miller, we have Talisker 25. Obviously from Skye, but a lighter peat generally. 45.8%. I think that is definitely one I want to compare to. And what about something a little more accessible? Compass Box Flaming Heart. It has about 20-something%, maybe 30% Kleinlich in here. And it's got Caol Ila as well. This is the 6th edition. And I get the feeling that Compass Box, have made Flaming Heart along the lines of what Kleinlich, smoky Kleinlich might be like. And there's one other thing. This was my own blend, which is 50-50 of a 25-year Caol Ila at 46% and a 22-year Kleinlich. And I'd quite like to see how that compares as well. So that's a lot. I don't think we're going to do the Lagavulin. I might reject, I might regret not putting the Le Jague in. But higher ABV, so I think that can go. The Lefroy, I think, is going to be too obvious Lefroy. And I don't quite think the Springbank is in the right spot either. It doesn't really help you if I put in my own blend, does it? Not really. But we'll keep it on the sidelines for later. So this is going to be the lineup. Flaming Heart, Ardmore, Highland Park, Talisker 25, and the Brora. And of course, you can't taste a whiskey without opening it. And so, I wanted to get this on video at least. Let's see. Here we go. No going back now. And I don't like this bit down here. I always take it off. I quite like to see the raw cork. And I did have some cork anxiety. But that looks like a composite cork. There it is, open. Now, I'm going to pour it into, I have some bottles ready. Here's the one for Brora. I'm going to pour them into these bottles, cover it up in foil so we don't know what it is. I should have opened some more up so that I don't get an idea of the smell, because I could smell it. That's better. Let me interrupt a little. I'm going to pour 65 ml worth into the bottle. That'll give it a couple of days with air, and then we will see you on Thursday. Oh, still sounds good. Something around that much. Okay. See you Thursday.